Hey guys, what's up? It's Danielle. So for today's video, I'm going to be taking you guys through some of my favorite planner accessories, stuff that I use on a very regular basis. And a lot of this I've had, okay, maybe not a lot, but some of this I've had for a couple of years now. So this is the first thing, and it's my paper cutter. This is the Swing Line, what is it? I forget what it's actually called, but I have a video on it if you guys are interested. And this honestly is a really great paper cutter. I believe I got it for around $30 at like Staples or something along those lines. And it's honestly just been such a godsend, especially, now that I'm printing my own inserts, and it was really nice to have back when I made all of my inserts by hand. But this can cut through laminated plastic pretty well. It can handle laminated cardstock as well. You gotta be a little bit careful with it, but it works. And I honestly can't say enough good things about this, so definitely recommend this. It also has a locking mechanism right over here on the side, which you can kind of see right there. So that's kind of nice because, you don't want to be cutting yourself on the blade. I've done that before, and it's a very, very deep cut. So speaking of paper, I wanted to show you guys what I use. So I use 28-pound paper exclusively in all of my planners, and I do that on purpose because it is a little bit thicker and it holds up really well, but it's not as thick as cardstock. If you guys have been with me for a while, you know that when I was still in my A5 Saffiano, I loved using cardstock primarily in there. But in, recent years, I've just gone with the 28-pound paper, and it's worked out really well. So just as a comparison, you can kind of see the difference between regular printer paper and the 28-pound. The 28-pound just feels ever so slightly thicker than regular printer paper, and I like this a lot better because when you print stuff on it, you can't see it from the other side. So definitely recommend that. You can just get it at like Staples or Office Depot, whatever. So the next thing is this. Oops, I got my remote in there. But the next thing is this, and it is the hole punch that I use for my pocket. I got this off of Amazon. Excuse me. I'll try to link it in the description box below. But this works really, really well. I can't really use, a guide for it. So when I'm punching my inserts, I have to really just eyeball it. And, if you're not paying attention, you end up punching your inserts improperly. When I first got this, the only thing I will say that I didn't like was the fact that they put so much oil right here on the punches that I actually had oil around my inserts. So that's the only thing that I didn't like about this. Other than that, this is a really, really good punch. The only other downside is that you can't punch multiple pieces of paper at a time. I think you can get away with doing maybe like 2, but anything more than that, and you would need a more heavy-duty punch. So I still love it. Anyways, I still love it regardless. So now I'm going to get into my writing utensils. So I use primarily the Zebra mild liners. You guys know I love these things, and I'm sorry, my phone will not focus. I don't know why. But I love the Zebra mild liners. I actually have them in every single color, but gray is always my go-to. And then I've really been loving these Pilot G2 minis, which you can find at Staples. And again, I'm sorry, you guys, this is not doing what I want it to. So this is just the perfect size for my Holborn, and I just am able to take it with me everywhere, whether I'm just walking around in my apartment or, you know, if I'm actually out and about. So that's always nice. Something else that I will, excuse me, include is this. It is a Lego pencil box, and I can't remember where I got this, but I love this so, so much. So some of the other writing utensils that I tend to use quite a bit is a fine Sharpie, because the stickers that I use, you have to use a Sharpie because regular pen will smear. I always have a ballpoint pen, which I use just for notes so that I'm not wasting the ink from, you know, the rollerball pens. I also really like the Papermate Inkjoy gels in the 0.7 or the 0.5. These are also really, really nice. And occasionally I will dabble in a good old Sharpie pen, but for the most part, that is about it. I have really pared down a lot of my writing utensils, and a lot of that is just because I was paring down my planner stuff in general. I think it was like the beginning of this year I did that, and I still feel like I have too much stuff, even though I pretty much have only what I need. So I basically took, like, I would say 95% of the pens that I own, and I took them with me to work. But this is just such a cute little pencil case. This only stays at home. I do not travel with this because, as you can see, it is kind of bulky, but I love Legos. So just a little quirky find. You guys knew this was coming probably, but I've talked about this I don't know how many times since I got my Holborn, and I will have this shop linked again below in the description box. I love this, especially, you know, for using my Holborn as a wallet. So it has 3 card slots on each side, and it also has a little zip pocket. The lady from the shop was nice enough to send me this little charm that I just put on the zipper. And I still really, really love this, even though I'm not using my Holborn as a wallet right now. But she does make them custom. So you can, I believe she lets you choose the color that goes around the, what are they? What are these called? What are these called, you guys? I believe she lets you choose the color of these, though. I'll just say these. And then there's a ton of different fabrics that she lets you choose from. So I just wanted something that was a little bit more neutral, but that still kind of gave me planner vibes. And I chose this one. So this did take a month to get to me, but it's probably one of my favorite things that I've purchased off of Etsy. Okay, moving on. I have white Post-its. I saw these, and they are the super sticky, but I saw these in Staples a while back. I cannot say enough good things about them. You guys know I tend to get very distracted if there's a lot of color going on in my planners. I like to be pretty selective about the colors that I do put in there. So that's where this comes in. Personally, I hate the regular canary yellow color of regular Post-its, and everything else is just too bright for me to use. So when I saw that they had these, I almost had a heart attack because I just think that they're so, so nice. And, you know, my brain doesn't freak out when I see them. So that's a win-win. Speaking of sticky notes, I love these as well. This was from Valentine's Day at Walmart, and it comes with a couple different little page flags. Most of these are like really tiny little, what am I trying to say? Really tiny little sticky notes. So just for size comparison, the regular size Post-its are 3x3. So you can just kind of see how small those really are. That's why I like to use these, especially in my pocket. You guys can tell I do not have a lot of them in there, but this is the perfect size because it's smaller than the actual pages. So if I need to, I can actually fit more than one. Whereas with these, even though I love them so, so much, they do not fit on the pocket size pages. So normally what I've been doing is I'll just cut it in half and I'll just use it that way. But, you know, I'd rather just use one sheet. You know what I'm saying? Making my life easier. Okay. So moving on, I have some stickers. You guys know I am not a huge sticker lady. I never really have been. I didn't really see the point when I was first getting into planning, because you spend all your money on these stickers and then you use them all up and you just keep ordering more and more and more. And it just didn't seem very financially responsible to me. I don't know. That's just a personal opinion. You can do whatever you like. But these are the sticker books that I do have, other than like some little kid ones, which you guys have definitely seen, that are just from Michaels. My favorite has to be the Doodle Monsters. I just think that they're so cute. But these are all used quite sparingly. I tend to put this one, which is from Recollections, is for the creative year planners. I tend to put these on there, you know, just for like holiday type things and blah, blah, blah. And this ripped off. So, and then this one is just the Mambi, right? Mambi? No. Create 365. Sorry. Happy Planner sticker book. And these stickers are a little bit larger than what I would normally use, but I just thought it was so cute and primarily functional that I was like, yeah, whatever. This one is also really nice. It's the tiny one. So it's not necessarily that tiny, but again, a lot of really cute stuff in here that I like. This has to be my absolute favorite, the farmhouse one. And I try to use this one pretty sparingly just because I don't want it to run out that quickly. So, you know, but it's just so cute. So, so cute. So those are also my favorites, which I've been using them for a while. So I can definitely say they are my favorites at this point. Now, the last couple of stickers that I have are also by Recollections, and I believe you guys have seen these before. I don't know what they're called because I took them all out of their packaging, but they are kind of like a hollow, primarily a hollow type deal, but then, you know, they have like gradients and just green. So this is probably as colorful as it gets for me. You guys have seen these peppered throughout my planner inserts, and I tend to use the hollow ones first, but I just think that it's so pretty. And they give you a bunch of different options. So like you have banners, and then you also have like all these boxes. You have some checklists, and again, more boxes. But yeah, checklists. And that's pretty much it. But I just thought that they were so, so cute. The colors, I can honestly handle the colors because, like I said, I only use a little bit of them at a time. But I'm just so, so in love with these. If they ever discontinue them, I'm going to die. That's all there is to it. I know that's super dramatic, but I'm literally just going to die if they ever get rid of them. Okay, it is new insert time. I just bought these today, just printed them. So this is they're all from Peanuts Planner Co. I'm just going to say that right now, so I don't have to say it 4 more times. But this is the bill tracker. So this is, I believe, the one that you can use if you have bills that are variable. So, you know, they tend to fluctuate, which I believe is absolutely perfect. Even though, you know, stuff like my car payment, my rent, and my internet are all the same, everything else tends to fluctuate just a little bit. So I thought this would be a good idea. And it just looks, you know, the same on the back. I haven't even filled these out yet. So you guys are special. You get to see everything first. This one I kind of ruined because I cut it improperly on the side, but these are for reoccurring tasks. So there's a couple of different things that I thought I could put on here, and it's going to be more obscure things, I guess you could say. So stuff like, oh, did you, go through your clothing and purge, for this quarter? Did you go through all of your crafting stuff and purge stuff for this quarter? Did you, cut down on the amount of spending? Just, weird stuff like that. I haven't figured it out yet, but obviously when I do, you guys are going to be able to see this in action in my planner itself. So the next one is just a simple budget tracker. I really, really like this because you know how it is. You tend to forget what you spend and how much you spent. Keeping receipts is a total pain. And, even if you use like a credit or a debit card, you still are like, wait, what was that purchase? So I thought this would be kind of nice just to have, especially because I'm trying to really stay on track with my grocery budget. So I thought this would be really nice. So you have a budget category, tracking period. So you can do it based off of like monthly, or you can also do it quarterly, what have you. And then you have the balance, like the total balance, like balance allowed. And then, you have the date, the details, whether you added to the budget or you took stuff out, and then what is remaining. So I really, really love that as well. Can you guys tell I'm trying to get my life together? Because I literally, only bought stuff for financial things. So the last one is just the savings tracker. So for details, you could put like, oh, this is so that I can save up to buy a car. Oh, this is so I can save up to buy a house. Maybe you're trying to take a special vacation, etc. But it's kind of nice that you can add that in there. Or maybe you can just put like little notes. So probably what I would put up here is how often I deposit, because I do auto deposit for my savings. But again, you have the date, whether you put money in or took it out, and then the balance, and then just like miscellaneous. So I also thought that would be really nice. And I will be completely honest, you guys, I don't really know how I'm going to end up fitting all of this into my whole barn, because I feel like at this point it's kind of getting full. So we shall see. We shall see. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I tried to do it as quickly as possible. I'm sorry, I know it's still 20 minutes. But thank you guys so much for watching. I love you all, and I will talk to you all in my next video. Bye, guys.